Welcome back to the final part of this video in which we edit a Insta360 X5 video with Adobe Premiere and export it for sharing on social media like Instagram. In the past couple of videos, we talked about this this Premiere project. This is how we took the 360-degree video from Insta360 and reframed it into a vertical 9:16 format. Now, if you're wondering how to get this Premiere project, Premiere.proj file, to study it for your own reference, here's how to get it. In my YouTube channel, there is a video called Sentosa Run 360-degree video. This is the video that we uploaded in an earlier session. In one of the earlier parts of the video, we uploaded a long 360-degree video. This is the result, and you can see that this is fully 360-degree. You can pan and look around here, and this is a good way to archival events in 360-degree. If you look at the links below, there's a link that points to the raw video. Let's click on that. When we see the links to the new raw video, you'll find all the raw files. These are raw files that I copied from my Insta360 camera. Please go ahead and download them, keep it in a safe place. I think this is the best way to archive our experiences in these places. And maybe someday somebody will be able to use this to do a walkthrough using virtual reality of all these places like Sentosa and Harbourfront Centre. So it's all yours for free to download and keep. Now, inside this folder, there is a Premiere folder. This is where I keep my project. Premiere.proj. This is a public file that's shared out. You will be able to see this particular project that you have here. Now, what if you don't have Premiere? You can use this version, the OTIO. OTIO stands for Open Timeline IO file. It's like a text version of the Premiere project that's readable by a human, right? Or even by an LLM. If you use an LLM AI tool to do editing of the video, or if you just want the LLM to explain to you what the video does, use this format instead. This will give you a text format of the project file. We have a real one, which is the 9:16 format, and we have a long.otio, which is the long format, the 33 minutes, the full immersive 360-degree video. So this is how we find the Premiere files. If you wish to inspect them, just head to my video, look for Sentosa Run, and click on the link under raw video. There's also another file here, which is the fit file. The fit file is helpful because this is a fit file that comes from my Garmin watch. If you wish to know where exactly these locations are, like for example, this particular, let's say I'm running halfway and you want to know where this spot is, you can find it inside the fit file. The fit file will give you the latitude, longitude, the precise GPS coordinates of my location. But how do you get a timestamp? Well, the timestamp, you need to go back to the raw video again. The timestamps are all in the file name, right? So if you see this file name like 20260718, this means that it was captured on 18th of July, precisely at 8:44 a.m. 30 seconds. So using this timestamp, it's possible to cross-reference this FIT file, which is in Garmin format, and you'll be able to figure out what exactly are my latitude, longitude coordinates at that precise point in time. And that's how you can download and inspect the Premiere project file for this video. As promised, in this part of the video, we will focus on editing the music, adding the music into this vertical format video that I've just created. In the last video, we looked at the transitions for the first two clips. Remember that the first clip was about the queue and the train moving in. I chopped off a few seconds off the beginning because it was a bit slow. Then after that, we do a pan from right to center, and then from center to left. You see the pan here? But at the same time as we do the pan, we will transition into the view inside the train, right? If you forget what we're talking about, it's this chart here, right? The first clip was doing a pan from right to center to left. The second clip was doing a pan from left to center to right. But I made a mistake in the transition here in the last video. In the last part of the video that I was explaining this transition, the mistake is this. I started doing the transition a bit too early. Remember that we always hold for 2 seconds and then we pan for 3 seconds? Well, I was doing the transition during the whole of 2 seconds, which is not correct. This is the second clip of the video. We do the transition only as we are panning, not when we are holding, right? So if you look here, the second clip is starting to do a pan from center to left, and at the same time, and the first clip, we have a pan also from center to left, right? And that was a mistake. I'm sorry about that. But the summary is this: as we do the cross dissolve transition, we have to make sure that we do the transition during the panning, not during the hold. We will always pan 3 seconds and hold 2 seconds, but we will do the transition during the panning, not the holding. Right? Now, so you see other clips here in a zigzag pattern because we need to alternate between this and that. We have our second clip here, which is the interior of the train. Then we do a transition to the beach. Okay, this thing is a leggy. This is the first shot of the beach. Again, we do the pan, hold and pan method. If you can see here that we are doing a pan from center to right, then moving back to center, and now we have a transition, a crossfade into the next clip. This is doing a pan from center to left, then left back to center. And at the same time, our final shot for this video, which is over 30 seconds already, is a running clip. This one is a bit more complicated. We wanted to focus more on the faces, so you see that it doesn't really follow our center left, center right kind of format. It's a bit different. Instead, we pan to get ready for our runners, show more of their faces. Then we pan some more to focus on their faces, and then we hold there. Right. And next, the video we edited. Now, before we're adding the music, we're going to put in some noise suppression. These audio clips that we have here, we're going to overlay them over the music. However, there's a lot of wind noise from these video clips. Therefore, we need to suppress the wind noise. The way we do it is that we click on the clip, go into Essential Sound, change the let's see, audio type. We will reset and change to ambience, and then we select focus. this will remove most of the wind sound from microphone. We do that for all the clips. So just click this. Okay, let's see if a shorter way to do all of these together. Preset, ambience, focus. Right, okay, so now all of these clips have ambience, focus. Okay, let me just test it. Now I'm listening to the sound through my headphones. Unfortunately, when I'm doing this recording, it will not record the sound of my headphones, so you're not be able to hear what I'm hearing. Okay, I think we have mostly removed most of the wind sound. So if any speech coming out from the video, it will appear in the final mix. Right, now we're ready to prepare the music. For the music, what I'll do is that I'll take a song that's everybody is familiar with, but I will cut off the vocals. I will try to remove as much vocals as possible. Then I will trim the video down, trim the music down so that it starts at the pre-chorus part, then going through the whole chorus, and then maybe into the next verse. But to make it less distracting, I'll strip off the vocals from the pre-chorus, maybe most of the chorus. I'll leave a bit of the chorus in, and I'll strip off the vocals for the verse also. How do we do the stripping of vocals? I'm gonna use this tool called Logic Pro. It's a pretty expensive tool, and maybe you're able to find a similar tool that's cheaper. Look for this feature called stem splitting. Stem splitting will allow you to split an audio file into multiple layers, vocals, bass, drums, and so on. You'll see that in a while. When we launch Logic Pro, just select Empty Project. The defaults are fine. When we click Change Project, the whole project becomes 48K. Yeah. But notice that we're using a 128K version of this audio file. Slide this track so that it begins at the very beginning. Otherwise, you'll see gaps in the beginning. Now we're ready to split the stems. I will just right-click, and I will do a processing stem splitter. It's asking us what kind of stems, what kind of parts to separate. These are all the parts that come with Logic Pro. Just select all of them and click Apply. Now, the splitting will not be perfect. Yes, it will remove most of the vocals correctly. You'll put the vocals into its own track, but all the other things like drums and bass and guitar and piano, all that, well, they don't quite make sense in pop music. In pop music, everything is so synthesized, everything is so mixed together. It's hard to separate the guitar from the piano and all that, if there's any guitar or piano in the first place. So we will see that most of the audio will be in vocals, right? Vocals are very cleanly separated. We see the drums, right? It's happening here. Bass is probably the synth and all that. Guitar and piano, not much, because it doesn't really make sense for a pop song, to strip off the guitar and piano. But we will see a huge chunk of other stuff, right? Okay, I'm just going to do a quick check of the audio. You can't hear it, but I can hear it through my speakers. So what we do is that we will now export all this into WAV files that we can import into Premiere. To do that, File, Export all tracks audio files. So this means that every single track you see here will be in a separate audio file, a separate WAV file. This allows us to import into Premiere and then adjust the volume of each track. That way I'm able to tune in or tune out the vocals. Select all files as audio tracks. Let's put it into our music folder. Right, so just select the default options and export. And if we go back to our music folder, we'll find that yep, there. So it has separated all the tracks. We have the vocals, drums, bass, guitar, piano, other. We won't be using stems because stems has got everything inside it. So these are the files that we will import into Premiere, and we will do some tweaking of the vocals. Now let's do that. We will go back to Premiere. Let's create a new let's import the audio files first. File, import. Go up to our music folder. We're going to import everything except the stems. Import. Now so the files are in 44.1 kilohertz. Okay, I'm going to create a new sequence and edit the audio track independent of the video so that I can mix in one single audio sequence into the video. Okay, file names are a bit long, but I'm going to take the first audio track, right click and create a sequence. So that way we create a sequence that has the same settings. Okay, but maybe I'll do that for the vocals, because the vocals are more important. I'll start with the vocal track. First I need to find, this is drums, this is guitar, vocal is the last one. Okay, this is the track is the vocal. I'll take this and I will do a new sequence from clip. This will create a sequence now with our audio. Let's delete the video track because we don't have any video here now. Delete, and delete. I can't delete this. Okay, too bad. Now, let's rename this. This will be our sequence containing audio tracks. Now we populate the audio tracks. Remember that everything is all layered. We have the vocals in there. Yep. Okay. Let me just zoom in a bit. Okay. Now let's drag in all layers. We have this is the bass layer. Okay. Drag it in. Make sure we park it at the left side. Then we have the drums layer. Okay, do we have enough tracks? Let's add 3 more. Add tracks. We're going to add 3 more audio tracks. Okay, right. Okay, more tracks now. We have the guitar. We have other, and we have piano. Right, we have everything all stacked up nicely here. All 6 tracks of audio. Let me just play it back and confirm it's okay. Okay, right. Now let's do some editing. We talk about removing some of the vocals. Now the vocal is in the first track here. Here, right? Let me just squash it down. We won't actually be using the whole song. We're using only like the first 40 seconds or so. Now, normally I will cut off the pre-chorus, the chorus, and maybe parts of the verse. But this particular song has got a very nice chorus in front of it, so I'll just keep the front part, and then extending to the verse, which I will take off the vocals. So we see here that this is the beginning of the song. We have the vocals for the chorus. Then I'm going to wait for the part where the chorus is over, and then I'm going to tune down the audio. Okay, let's see. This is still the chorus. Right, that's the chorus, and that's the first verse. Now I'm going to tune down the volume. Okay, let me try to recall how I did this in the past. Normally I will add a keyframe here. Okay, but the keyframe is missing. Let's see. How do we do the keyframe here? No. Okay, I'm just going to do it the long way. Yeah, under the effects controls, there's a volume. So why don't I just do it here? I can set the volume here. Oops, sorry. Turn the level here. Okay, maybe adjust it a little bit here. This is, let me just do this to a Bezier to make it smoother. Let's put a keyframe here. Oops. Okay, that's kind of close. But, okay, maybe we move it a little bit. Here. Okay. Okay, kind of squashed up. Right. So I have two keyframes here. We have the chorus. Then we are going to do a fade down to mute it, to mute the vocals. To do that, we will just simply set the level of the second keyframe to very, very low. How low can we go? Okay, that seems to be lowest. Let me just listen to my headphones. Yeah, okay, it works. We're looking at the chorus here. The chorus goes all the way to the end. Then we eliminate the verse. There's no more verse, right? So why are we taking away the audio? Well, the concept is this, that we're trying to give a fresh version of this song that we're all familiar with. And sometimes when we eliminate the vocals, it's quite interesting. It becomes like a guessing game to figure out what this song is without the vocals. And also, our video has got voices, has got sounds in it. We want to have the voices and the ambient sounds to come through to the video. That's why we don't want to clash the sounds from the video with the vocals and the music. We want to tune down the vocals as much as possible. Right. Now our audio track is done. Now we will just overlay our audio track into our project. Our project is now called Reel 1. Previously I called it Reel, but I'm now making the first Reel, so I've eliminated all the files. I've deleted all the clips I'm not using. I'm going to drag the audio track into this project. So that's A3. Okay. Okay. Here. And drag it here. Right to the beginning. Now it thinks that our audio track has got a video, so just it has no video. Let's just delete it by pressing the delete button. Okay, so we have two video tracks, and okay, my mistake. You can't do that. First, you need to unlink it. So right-click, unlink the audio from the video. Then we can go into our video clip. Right-click, clear. Right there. Now the audio track stays there while the video track is gone. Okay, let me just do a quick check to listen if the sound is okay. Okay, great. Now, when do we end the video? We have normally we try to end it at a logical point, and this logical point could be the music. Let me see where the audio ends. Yeah, that's fine. So that's the end of the verse after the chorus, right? So it's quite safe to chop it here. I will just move back to. Okay. Or okay, maybe a safer way is okay. It's a long video, long audio. Let's just chop it that way. Okay. Then we can snap it back. Beginning to the end. Okay, so now I can stretch out the audio to fill that space. Okay, good. So this means our video is now 43 seconds long. It's a bit longer than ideal 30 seconds, but yeah, I had trouble compressing so much into a 30-second video. So maybe that's okay for now. Now what we'll do is that okay, sometimes I get worried that the beginning of the video is too loud. The beginning of the audio is too loud. Let me just check. But the thing with this song is that it starts with silence, and then it comes with a bang. So that's okay. So as long as it's silent, if we are chopping off a song halfway, like we would normally do for pre-chorus, yeah, then I'll be concerned about that. We are now all ready to export this for Instagram. To do that, click File, Export, Send to Adobe Media Encoder, and the project appears here. Right, this is the long video that we exported yesterday. Today we're doing the first reel for Instagram. Now remember that I told you there's a bug with the VR export. Make sure you click here. Go into the bottom here. See, I'm not sure why it says video is VR. Not supposed to. Uncheck it. Now, even if it's already unchecked, make sure you check it, then uncheck it again, and click OK. There's a bug in handling of VR video. I'm not sure why, but yeah, that happens. And then we do, and when we start the encoding here. Right now, it's encoding the video. It will complete in about a minute. Yep, and that's it. So this concludes our tutorial on editing Insta360 videos with Adobe Premiere. We covered a lot in this multi-part series of videos. We talk about different ways of editing videos. We could have used the Insta360 mobile app, but that's quite limiting. It doesn't have a lot of features. We also looked at the Insta360 desktop app, also known as Insta360 Studio. It has some nice features. Yes, it gets more powerful for editing, but ultimately it doesn't have a lot of the fancy controls and fancy transitions that we are doing, especially if you want to do all this kind of fancy the panning and cross-fading between clips. If you need to have very precise control over every single second of the video, like we need to, we have to go into a serious professional editing app like Adobe Premiere. What we did for Adobe Premiere is that firstly we exported the 360 video, and then we uploaded to YouTube, which we saw here. This is the 360 degree video that we uploaded to YouTube, and it was exported from Adobe Premiere, right? But this will not work for social media. Social media will not allow panning and all that. That's why we continue to do our video in vertical format, 9:16, which we did this, right? And then in today's last part of the video, we also created the audio track. We use Logic Pro to import the audio, use the stem splitter to split up the vocals from the other parts of the audio. Then we imported all of these audio tracks into Premiere, and we did some tweaking of the audio. We trimmed off some of the audio from the track, so that we can have more sound coming from our own video. And we mixed it together, and we exported into Adobe Media Encoder. Yeah. Okay. Now it's slower, so it's not 4 minutes because it's rendering the effects. Yeah. And this is how we edit our Insta360 videos with Adobe Premiere. I hope this has been helpful. And thank you for watching. Hope to catch you in the next video. Bye.